Hi everyone, today we are looking at a question like this. Now, as you can see over here, it says that in the diagram below, ABCD is a rectangle. Alright, so this is the rectangle, right? You can see that this is a rectangle, and they say DECEDFFC and GH, they are all straight lines. Okay, you can use your finger, note it down. Alright, what I like to do is I like to highlight it. So I like to highlight DE. Okay, because when they say they are straight lines, they are actually giving you quite a huge hint. Okay, DF is over here. All right, what else? FC is over here. Can you see that? All right, GH, where's GH? GH is over here. Okay, the ratio of GO. So what we want to really do is to quickly note down, right, that for GO, okay, what we want to do is to note down that for GO. So I'm just going to note down. Okay, GO has a ratio of 1 unit, so maybe we can just put 1 unit over here. And to OH has a ratio of 3 units. Okay, now, they want you to find the ratio of the area of ABCD, and the area of ABCD is basically the rectangle, okay? And the area of DFC, where exactly is DFC? You can see, all right, you can follow my cursor, DFC, this is the area of DFC, okay, which is a triangle. So maybe I can just do a quick sketch. To DOC, DOC is also another triangle, okay? The triangle looks something like that. Okay, and they want you obviously to express that in ratio. Now, so when I am done with this, right, what I want to do is I want to first write down whatever measurements I have, right? How do I get this as 4 units? Because I know the whole thing is 4 units. Make sense? Now, let's go one by one. Okay, let's ask ourselves, do I know the ratio of the area of A, B, C, D? Okay, I say that again. Do I know the area of the ratio of the area A, B, C, D? A, B, C, D, I know the breadth, but I do not know what is the length. Okay, I do not know what is A to B. Okay, now, so whenever this happens, right, one thing that I will remind myself is this, okay, is that, hey, there is something about sharing the same base or sharing the same height that we have to take note of. Now, let's do one thing first, okay? Let's draw out the area of ABCD. When I talk about the area of ABCD, I know that I need these two measurements, whatever that is over here and whatever that is over here. Okay? I already have whatever that is over here. Okay? Now, then of course, I move on to the next one. Area of DFC. So DFC, we can draw it out. When I look at D to F to C, I know that what I need really is the base over here and the height. And I know that height is actually already 4 units. Okay? Finally, DOC, which is the smaller one. I know that I need the height. And of course, the base. Okay, so maybe let me just note down that this is D, O, and C. Okay, what is the base? The base is basically everything over here. Everything over here. Okay. So from here itself, right, what we realize that in order for me to find the area of ABCD, okay, so this is something that I always want my students to do. I tell them first, since they're asking for area, tell me what is the area of ABCD? What is the formula that I'm going to use? I'm going to use L times B. Right? And what is my L? My L is actually 4 units. What is my B? My B is DC. Make sense? Now, when I look at DFC, what is the formula that I'm going to use? Half times base times height. Okay, what is my base? My base, once again, is DC. What is my height? My height, I do not know the exact height, but I do know that in units, it is actually 4 units. Okay, and finally, for DOC, same thing, half times base times height. What is my base? My base is DC. So I put DC over here. What is my height? My height is 3 units. Am I making sense here? I do not know the specific height, but I do know that in terms of units, it is actually 3 units. So from here itself, right, really, whatever you have, okay, whatever you have written out over here, it actually is already the answer. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is this, okay? You realize that they all have DC in their formula. So these are the ones that I can ignore. I can cancel. Okay, now, so from here itself, right, we can see that the ratio will then be, all right, for ABCD. So let me maybe just write down ABCD is to DFC is to DOC is 4 is to DFC. It's basically 2 DOC is actually 1.5. If you're wondering how I got 1.5, because half times 3 is 1.5. Now, but in ratio, we do not have 1.5. We always want it to be a whole number. So that's the reason why I was just times 2 to everything. Okay, to make it all whole numbers. So 8 is to 4 is to 3. And therefore, your answer for this question has to be 8 is to 4 is to 3.